So 20 V20, Millennial versus Gen X, and we pull out a card. So you pull out a Jay-Z, I pull out a Kendrick hypothetically. We talk it out with the battle, come to an agreement. It's either a wash or this person wins, and then we just keep on going. Okay,
there you
this
go.
is good. You just come up with this by yourself?
I'ma get $1 million in the bank. What up, y'all? It's Torre, and this is Rap Latte.
And I am King Green. These are deeper conversations about hip-hop.
I want to play a game with you today.
Okay, Saw.
Because I am a proud Gen Xer, and you are a millennial.
Proud millennial.
I want to do a Gen X versus millennial MC sort of battle, right? Where we're like, let's see who's got the better generation of MCs standing behind them, right? You got millennials, I got Gen Xers. We're talking about when they were born, like what generation they themselves are part of. So Generation X, 1965 to 1981, born in there, your Generation X. Millennials are more like 82 to 96.
80. Hey, yo, don't cut off our rappers. It's 1980.
Let's see if there's anyone who's in dispute. I'm giving you Lil Wayne as a 1981, 82 birth.
I don't think he's 81. He's like 83.
What I want to do is this.
Give it me, Lil Wayne. That Lil Wayne is ours.
We're gonna have fill 20 slots, and each solo MC, you can take solo MCs from groups, but we're gonna talk about individual MCs. Each individual MC is like a playing card, right? In an imagined deck. And we both understand who are aces, who are kings, who are queens, who are jacks.
So 20 V20, Millennial versus Gen X, and we pull out a card. So you pull out a Jay-Z, I pull out a Kendrick hypothetically. We talk it out with the battle, come to an agreement. It's either a wash or this person wins, and then we just keep on going. Okay,
there you go.
This is good. You just come up with this by yourself? This is amazing.
And I think
I'm enjoying this already.
Be totally fair, we're going to alternate who starts each round. So I'll start the first round, age before beauty, and then you'll start the second round, right? And so we'll go back and forth.
I don't think we're going to be able to get to 20 when I think about it. We might have to do 10.
Oh, you're already conceding the game? Oh,
no,
look at
I'm
that,
saying
y'all.
10v10. No.
Look at that, y'all.
I'm saying 10v10 in interest of time. In interest of time, 10v10.
Let's do the top 10. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start strong. My first card, Biggie Smalls.
Sheesh. Actually, I got something for that. All right. Biggie Smalls. I'm going to see your Biggie Smalls with... I'm going to hit Biggie Smalls with Kendrick.
Okay. I mean, shit, nigga. You went with your fucking nuclear
I'm
bomb
getting a W.
right away.
Yeah, I want to get a W off top.
All right. I mean, shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll give you a point for that because Kendrick is having one of the all-time greatest careers of all time. I have him number 2 all time. He's not ahead of Big. So he is ahead of Big. So I mean, for sure, Kendrick definitely having a better career than Big. As much as I love him, so great.
That was an
good.
easy.
You got
W.
that one. Yeah. All right, you got a point.
But let's validate it a little bit with Kendrick's career. Just prolongs Big's, right? Unfortunately, but it also the output and the quality of output, the impact, the social aspect of him.
All of
He's
that.
full artist in every single way. So we're agreeing that Kendrick Lamar, the millennial, washes Big on that one. All right, let's go next.
All right, you go first on the even one. So who's next?
I'm going with Drake. I'm going with Drake. Drizzy Drake. What's good? Who you got?
I mean, I have so many MCs who are better than that, but because just to counter your numbers argument that you could have, I will counter with Tupac, who is absolutely a greater rapper and a massive seller and means so much to the culture as opposed to the colonizer culture vulture.
So you just picked the antithesis of what Drake represents in Tupac. You know what we did there? We're smart at this game because we already neutralized, we neutralized both of these. Okay, all right. You got that. I give it to you.
Crazy
Tupac,
shit. All right.
Tupac washes Drake.
All right. So, let's see. I want to make sure. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go with Rakim, one of the greatest MCs ever. Amazing flow. He is very much an influence on everything that happened after him as far as MCing. So whoever you name is a son of Rakim. So who you got?
This was gonna be hard because I'm gonna throw something left field to see where you're at with it. I'm gonna go with Future because Future's the sons everybody after him and influences everybody. I'm going with Future, so I want to see.
We're not talking, but his producing prowess, extraordinary producer, is not part of this. I'm not going to talk about RZA. We're talking about MCs. And
Future. What are we talking about?
Is Future? Yeah, is he you want to put him up as against one of the greatest MCs of all time?
Only in this game it seems like it makes sense because your argument for Rakim, his output's not that great. Like he doesn't have a large output, but he has the greatest influence and impact and completely changed hip hop once he came out. Like everyone had to start rapping like Rakim, right?
Yeah,
correct.
But if you put,
I think that's his greatest. But I think that's his greatest feat. What else does he have?
If you said here's Rakim's 5 greatest songs, and as an MC, here's Future's 5 greatest songs, you would not be able to say Future can stand in a room with Rakim, but stand toe to toe. You don't even belong in the same building as Rakim.
Depends on what we're talking about. Songwriting and just actual songs. Future has great songs and great songwriting. Lyricism and MCing, no, there's no way. But let's talk about what Future does have. I hear what you're saying about Rakim. Okay, you know me. I'm an MC. I'm a lyricist guy, and I'm trying my best to rep for my people right now, the millennial generation. So what I'm trying to say is that you can't discredit Future's impact and the change that happens after Future and his songwriting. His ability to make songs is up there with every person and different in music in general. His ability to make songs that impact and make great songs. So we cannot say, so what are we battling here? The MC-ness, Rakim washes Future on MC-ness. But what about his songs and songwriting?
But that's what I thought we were talking about was MCing. I mean,
only solely
Rakim has extraordinary songs. I mean,
amazing
it's not
songs.
Like he just.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best here. Okay.
I don't think you could get Future over Rakim, the god. Right. I think Rakim Allah takes this.
All right, I'm gonna let the millennials represent in the comments for this. If you feel like I got cheated out of this card, go ahead. You got that one. If you feel like I got cheated, I didn't get the discussion I needed, but we're gonna work with that. This is
all right. I'm up 2-1. Number 4, you start.
I'm up 2-1. You had to say that before we started. All right,
I did. We're gonna keep score.
No, I feel that. We're gonna go with J. Cole. Try it.
Wow.
What are we doing?
That's a great choice. That's a great choice. I love that choice. And, because that is one of your absolute best MCs, I'm going to have to knock him down with Nasir Jones, the father of J. Cole.
Down. Why did I not even think about that?
Incredible MC, long-ass career. Ain't shit you could say. Similar vibe.
3-1. Move on. Move on. 3-1. Move on.
He's like, shut up. Stop dancing in the end zone.
3-1. Move on. Damn. That's a hard one.
All right. Let's do it like this. I'm going to come at you with Lauryn Hill.
Let me think. Lauryn Hill. I don't want to use this card, but I think I have a card that can beat this. I think I have a card that could beat this.
Talk to me.
But I don't want to use it because it's gonna beat so many other artists. But Lauryn Hill,
you can't go down 4-1. You go down 4-1. It's just a wrap.
Well, let's see.
Rap, son.
Okay.
And I still got big cards left to play.
Yeah. I think this is a good conversation because Lauryn Hill has one album. So I think this is a good conversation.
No.
She got one album.
No. The second Fugees album, which was like 20 times platinum, very important part of her.
You're counting that part of her ability. Okay, we'll go with that too. So she has two. So she has two huge, massive, life-changing albums. We get that.
I love that. For me. I'm
saving my other card for another round, but I have a card for this that I think is a good argument, which we'll see. I hope I want the comments behind me. I want my millennials behind me. I'm gonna go with Nicki Minaj. Because Nicki Minaj's career, her span, she can MC. She has a span that is a decade plus long of actually putting out music and is the top selling female MC of all time. And she could spit. She writes her shit. Not like a lot of people who followed her
yeah, but Lauryn does. Lauryn's a writer.
I'm talking in general. I just want to. Can I big up Nicki Minaj and her abilities? She writes it, and she writes it at a high level. When she's really spitting, I think that you didn't like her verse on Monster. That is one of the greatest feature verses of all time.
No. I like her verse a lot. I know, and we can talk about this later, that Jay-Z's verse is deeper. He talks about the lack of love in his life. Like
you just said Jay-Z, Hove Avenger, man.
Vulnerability, and she's talking about I make more money than you, which she didn't. But I didn't think it was whack. It was an incredible start to the career. But it's not the best verse on that.
I still think about that verse without even listening to it. But anyways,
Minaj is such an important artist for this generation, and we haven't really talked about all the branding things, the way she would show up visually, videos, on stage, what have you, all the thing. It's an interesting comparison because she doesn't sing, but she does so much theatricality with her voice that it's similar to Lauryn. I don't just rap. I am rapping and singing and doing things in between there. It's an interesting comparison.
I think I got that one, fam. The longevity.
I don't think you got that one. I think you're going to have to call that one even. The longevity.
Do I get a point? Value. Do I get a point when we wash, or is it 0? We stay at 3-1. I think we both get a point, right?
If we tie, then it doesn't matter. It's a tie. I think it's a tie.
No, but we got to count the points. Right now we're at 3-1, right?
Yeah, but we're at 3. We could be at 3-1, or we could be at 4-2.
4-2.
Either way,
I mean, that matters
because it matters. It matters what you value because Lauryn's highs are higher. Nicki Minaj has nothing that touches Miseducation.
You mean critically,
right?
Critical high.
Does she have a platinum hit on the street like Miseducation? Has she impacted the culture like Miseducation? She's done it longer, but like
she's impacted
one
the culture.
Of the great albums of her time. No, of course she impacted the culture.
There's nothing
like Lauryn.
There's no
she have an album.
She has nothing like
Lauryn
Miseducation.
Says Miseducation. What does Nicki say?
There's nothing like Miseducation, period. So, of course, right? But
that's why I brought her up.
Yeah, but I think holistically, we have to have a holistic conversation. Like, even when you did Rakim, you try to just go to his emceeing ability and just your oldness to be like, yo, we can't take the God off the block.
My oldness.
Which I feel you.
My oldness.
To take the God off the block. to all the kids, we both old anyways. But to take the God off the block, which I feel you, but we have to look at this holistically, right? She's done a lot for a long time. There's a longevity there. So I think I deserve a point.
I respect longevity. I will concede a tie on this point.
Okay, all right, 42.
So 4-2. We both have one there. So it's 4-2. Let's see. We're coming down.
No, it's me. I pick one right now. Because you pick.
Oh, it's your
no,
turn.
Right?
Oh yeah. When this is the 6th one, your turn to start.
Yeesh. I'm gonna go with who you got for Earl sweatshirt.
Earl sweatshirt. Okay.
Okay. No.
I mean,
No.
okay. I mean, okay. You want Earl sweatshirt? Okay. I fucks with Earl.
I got him, but it's like, okay, who you got for Gambino?
That's your. Wow, Gambino. That you're switching from Earl to Gambino.
The reason I went for Earl because I thought you were gonna be nice and be in the same space, maybe go underground with it. But I realized that you was about to throw some shit out.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm going with
That's
Gambino.
An interesting point because in the 80s, 90s, when most of these guys that I have are operating, that notion of an underground scene isn't the same as when you get to the 00s and the 10s. It's a much richer, larger underground scene. Many more people can be supported on the underground as time goes on. So, not every MC in the 90s is famous, right? But it's not the same. It grows more and more. So I don't know who I would say to Earl. I was also going out of Odd Future. That's your number, and I love Earl, but that's
not my number one. It was a tactic, but I moved over. Let's stick to the script. Threw out Childish.
You're switching to Gambino.
Yeah.
You're switching to Gambino. I mean, Jesus, really? Okay, that doesn't make it very hard for me. I mean, fuck. I'm trying to get rid of certain ones. I am tempted to say. I'm tempted. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say another one of his fathers, Andre 3000. You know that nigga Gambino worships 3000.
We
sartorially
all do.
On the fuck for sure. And this is one of the great careers
worship
of
is a strong
all time.
word, but you know what I mean.
It's respectful, but Andre 3000 is definitely on this sort of man's vision board. So many vision board for so many people.
Mm-hmm.
He's a super influence for a lot of these people. Brilliant MC, obviously, incredible long career. I love what Gambino's done. I don't think it's enough to talk in this conversation, but I'm glad you brought him up.
You can't talk about 3K against nobody. So there's very few people. I'd have to be pulling Kendrick out.
7. That's 5-2.
Whoa, 7. Oh, 5-2. Okay.
This is number 7. This is number 7.
Damn.
Say Eminem.
You bringing out Eminem?
Yeah.
I gotta do it. Tyler, the Creator.
Wow. Why would you put Tyler after Eminem?
I was gonna do Tyler, the Creator for in the 3K space, whatever. Maybe I could get a wash, but maybe not. Probably not. But since you got 3K out of there, I'm like, Tyler, the Creator has 13 years in the game and it's only gotten better. Eminem has
longer, and then we could say that his best work may be behind him. People would say that. Probably, but he's still,
he's still outputting at a great level, and he's still got better as a rapper and technicals. He's still Eminem. But I'm just saying, when you look at the classics are coming now for Tyler, and it's 10, 13 years up. I got to make my case.
I love that for Tyler.
Tyler's just very strong artist, so who else do I got? He's like the strong, I got 4 of the kings who I think could beat out a lot of the people on your list. So I got to throw Tyler if you're throwing out Eminem. I got nobody left.
Are you coming with kings on your last 3, you think? Oh, no!
I threw out Kings already. You threw your Kings already.
Okay. No, see, again, we're falling into what do you value? And Eminem as an MC is such an extraordinary, otherworldly flows, dexterity, linguistics.
Nobody better, yeah.
There's so much going on. And I love Tyler. Tyler is an amazing musician. And I think Tyler is a greater musician than Eminem. But Eminem is one of the great rappers ever. And Tyler is a great musician, which does not make him a great rapper. Right?
He's a great rapper, though. But he's not definitely not
he's
as
not
good
a
as
top
rapper
10
as Eminem.
MC. Yeah, he's not a top 10 MC. I mean, I don't know, dogs. I don't know. You really trying to hold on to Tyler over to Eminem?
Who else I got? I think it could be argued.
Sounds like a YP, not an MP.
Fine, you can have that one too. I mean, it's M, so it's kind of hard for anyone to beat M. So
you're starting number 8. And you are
8. What's the score right now?
Trouble.
Yo, my shit sucks.
6-2.
I think I'm getting bullied, man. I feel like I'm just getting bullied by your old ass. Like, I think Nicki Minaj should have won.
A soft millennial, and you can't handle the Gen X heat.
Where's my participation trophy?
We had to deal with mass incarceration. We had to deal with the crack epidemic, and we built hip hop. What? That's why we're winning. Who you got?
Hip hop. I ain't built that shit. It was the boomers that built that shit. But anyway.
No. I mean, for the start, but I mean, like the boomers, that's a great point. The boomers built, and Run is a Gen X MC. So boomers built, yes, the boomers built.
ASAP Rocky will wash Run. Rev Run.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about who built hip hop. And boomers for sure, Kool Herc, Bambaataa, Flash, these sort of people built the underground subculture that Gen Xers lift into a national phenomenon in the 80s, right? So we would not be talking about it if Gen X had not come in, not only as MCs, but also as executive level talent. We know those sort of people, to lift this into a national and global phenomenon. And then Millennials fucked it up. Who do you have for your number 8 selection?
Yo, don't be laughing and giggling like that. Did I already say J. Cole?
No, yes, you did. He lost to Nas.
I'm just trying to stall.
You're drowning. Somebody throw this man a life preserver. He's dying.
Let me think. I have to pull this card out. Let me think. Oh, Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. Well, Jay-Z, fine. Forget you. I won
Washed.
that one too.
No, that's a wash.
That's not a wash. No,
that's a wash.
No, it is not.
That is a wash.
No, it is not.
Are you serious?
It is not a
the
wash.
Best rapper alive after the best rapper retired.
It's Jay-Z.
Lil Wayne took that title.
Jay-Z has not officially.
Who has
retired.
more sons, Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Nah, Lil Wayne is Jay-Z's son. Like, what are you talking about?
Who has more sons?
Were they not both on God Did?
Yeah.
And the reason why you don't remember is because you don't remember Lil Wayne's verse. Because fucking Jay-Z did some fucking historical 64 shit that fucking was like, oh, this nigga is still that nigga.
Wayne is
no
a
way,
wash.
Dogs. I went to the number 1 MC. Are you saying that Lil Wayne is the number 1 MC ever? No, you are not. You don't even have Lil Wayne number 1 in your generation. Because you have Kendrick number 1 in your generation.
I have Kendrick number 1, period. He's the number 1. He's better than Jay-Z.
Okay.
Kendrick's number 1, period. The point of what I'm trying to say is Lil Wayne, holistically, career-wise, 15 years old to 40 years old, still rapping, still at a high level. 15 to 40, only got better. Jay-Z, 27 to 50, however years old, he don't rap no more. He don't rap no more.
He said 27.
That's how old he was. 27 when he started rapping.
When he
put out his first album, started rapping.
I think Jay-Z is absolutely an MC who had a very long career with a double-digit number of albums. And the difference to me at that rate, the difference between doing it for 15 years and doing it 20 years is a wash to me. There is a big difference as we assess hip-hop history. How do we assess the guys from the 80s before this was a career, and somebody like Rakim, who's really maybe 2.5 albums, versus somebody from the next generation who it was a career and they made 7 albums, right? How do we compare them? And
easily,
it's tricky.
Easily,
it's tricky.
The person that made 7 albums washes that other nigga. He made 7 albums.
No, you can't. Just because you made 7 albums doesn't mean you're
good. No, I thought we were talking about great albums. No, but I'm talking about
he's
great
not better
albums.
than Rakim because he made more.
If you made more great ones, yes. If you made more great albums, I'm talking about great albums.
If you made more great ones, but nobody's fucking with Rakim's debut album. I mean, like, nobody's fucking with that. So,
I think there's a bunch of Kendrick albums that fuck with all of these albums. What are you talking about?
I'll give you that, but now you talking about your number one MC of all time. Like, you know, if you like, there's no way that Jay-Z and Lil Wayne are a wash. Jay-Z is absolutely
I gotta get a wash on that one
versus Lil Wayne.
You keep going. Here's my problem with this game. Let me talk about my problem with this game. You go to one directive when it suits the narrative. You saying him as an MC is better than Lil Wayne. What about everything else that has to do with who you are as a character, an MC and rapper in this culture when it comes to your song making ability, your longevity, your technicality, the fact that your influence, Lil Wayne's influence is stronger than Jay-Z's.
That's insane. No, I don't think Lil Wayne. No, this nigga was the number one MC for many, many, many years. Who
was the number one MC? Name the years, please. I'll give you my years.
When I talk to MCs about who's the greatest MC of all time, over a long period of time, Jay-Z's name comes up way more often than anybody else. And I know you can corroborate that.
I agree.
A lot of MCs think of this nigga as the number one MC of all time. Wayne is an incredible MC, and I have him in my top 5, and I bet you have him in your top 5.
Of course.
But Jay-Z is my number 1, and I think he's your number 2. So how can Wayne be equal? All the things you're talking about, influence, flows, stage show, the quality of the music, the longevity. Jay's touching all of those bases.
This battle, though, is not the same as the concept of a top 5, from what I'm understanding. The framing of this battle that we're doing shouldn't be in this framing of a concept of a top 5 in my perspective, because I'm thinking about if we just look at both of their careers and their abilities and then pushing them together, right? But I see what you're saying. I'm just saying that there's things that put Wayne that Wayne has done that Jay-Z has not done. That's what I'm trying to say, which I don't think that he washes Jay-Z in any way. I just think that all these Lils that came after Jay-Z, the amount of sons that Lil Wayne created. Because there's a whole generation that thinks Jay-Z doesn't even deserve to be in the top 10. There's a generation of kids that think Jay-Z I would never say that.
I can't account for the brain damage of some younger folks.
No. Jay-Z was number 1 in everyone's list for a decade. My list, everybody. And then I had to really think about where the culture is going, where rap's going, how it evolved, and be like, Kendrick's number 1. And Lil Wayne had to be higher. And I thought about things differently because Andre 3000, as far as me, that's like my favorite. Like MF Doom, Andre 3000, these are my favorites. But best, thinking about culture, I'm like, okay, there's Jay-Z, there's now Kendrick has to be here. Thinking about Tupac, Biggie, Nas.
I can't. Kendrick. I mean, I don't know. I can't. It's just crazy to me that
why are we not thinking about the entire generation after the Millennials? Gen Z will not put Jay-Z at their number 1.
I mean, it's
an entire generation that
I don't think that is but I don't think that's a decisive argument or really even means
for wash
anything.
For like a wash, a tie. How is it not?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know.
Take
this
another
is the greatest MC of all time.
Take another one. For your greatest MC of all time.
We did 5, 6, 7, 8. Was that number 9? No, that was number 8.
No,
8,
I don't know.
You started that one.
You should be
That was
counting.
number 8 because you started that one. We got 2 more. I'm keeping. You started that one, so that was an even one.
So what's the score?
That was number 8. 7-2. So you have lost, but we're going to continue anyway.
Millennials in the comments know that I'm over here working. He's changing the rules, moving the goalposts. I'm trying.
No rules got changed. No goalposts got
trying.
Moved. All right, let's see. I got 3 more big dogs that I want to name. And I'm going to save one, and I'm going to go with, you know what? I'm gonna go with one of the West Coast's greatest MCs, one of LA's smartest MCs, a guy who made a bunch of incredible albums, Ice Cube, an incredibly important MC in hip hop culture, from the Battle, No Vaseline, from growing up to It Was a Good Day and giving us that flavor, from NWA and America's Most Wanted, and bringing in Louis Farrakhan to the culture in that way. And like Ice Cube, incredibly important, incredibly dope MC, really representing the whole drug war part of this whole culture. That's a big dog for me right there.
Cube's big. I'm gonna go with Tiger. Just joking. Let's say the people that I'm picking is I pick off of influence because I feel like they've had more influence on the generation after them. And you said you had no credence to that, and I don't like that.
I don't think that we can make big, long-term cultural decisions based on what does a 15-year-old think or what does an 18-year-old think. It's not about what a 15.
That's dumb. That's how hip hop was created, by 15-year-olds listening to this music.
No, I understand, but then hip hop is now what, 50 years old, and like, so you
delete what 15-year-old thinks from the equation? That makes no sense to me.
Well, I'm not deleting it, but I'm not centering that, because typically
it's not I'm not centering it. I'm using
the person who's 15 or 16 has a lot to learn. They have a lot of studying to do as far as to understand what came before them. When I was 15, I probably thought some of the people who I now revere, I certainly would never have been able to understand Miles Davis.
And 20-year-olds.
I did not understand George Clinton. I did not even understand what does George Clinton do? He just stands there. He doesn't sing. What does he do? He does the whole fucking thing.
You was a trash 15-year-old, because I understood George Clinton at 15.
There were definitely I would not have been able to fully understand Nina Simone or James Brown as I do now. That's not. I don't.
You're just picking on 15-year-olds.
We're talking about like a 40-year history. When you talk about a 40-year history, the idea that this is what a 15-year-old thinks. Like, okay, that person gets
Why do you keep saying 15? An entire generation is 15 to 25, 26 years old that think these things. Okay. So let's not just keep it on the 15-year-olds. Mr.
No, I know, but it's partly because they haven't done the knowledge, right? And they need to understand, right? People who are 20 years old who are like, who is Tupac? That doesn't move the needle to me. That tends to be, you need to figure out who Tupac is. That doesn't take anything away from Tupac.
Yeah, Yachty is a perfect example where he famously, when he was 18, was like, I don't know who Tupac is, and didn't listen to Tupac, all that, and then later on did his research and got to that point. But I think it's old heads' fault and problem pressuring this kid to learn something that you never gave them in the first place, that they're supposed to find it on their own. We don't herald we're just now heralding our legends in media. Like, let's talk about it for real. We are just now heralding our legends in media in the way that we need to, because it's been democratized, where you could go to YouTube and find a whole essay and expose about cannabis or Tupac and all that, whereas it wasn't getting pushed in media the way that they push Beatles documentaries and Rolling Stones documentaries to the newer generation. They keep carrying that thing because the media is who the media is controlled by. They're pushing that so you could still love these things. The same way that Michael Jordan works. The same way that Michael Jordan works with his Last Dance situation. He understands propaganda and understands that if I keep showing my narrative, newer generations could love and understand the narrative and add validity to what I've done. Not to say he didn't do anything, but I'm saying that helps. So I think you are taking away a reality that these youngins have their own world that got spawned by certain artists in this millennial generation, like Young Thug and Future, and that has credence to it. That has value. It can't be, oh, these 20-year-olds don't know nothing. That's crazy.
I think naturally younger folks, teenagers, are not going to have an historical understanding because they are teenagers, right? They just haven't been on this earth long enough to have done all the history studying to fully understand what has happened in the 3 decades prior to when they were born. And my one curveball at that argument that you're making, the current teenager or Zoomer has more access to view and listen to the past than you and I had when we were growing up, right? Like there is more information about the past that is available to them for free at their fingertips at any second.
Now, yeah.
Than existed. So if they are like, I don't know what Jay-Z did, well, that's on you because it is extremely
Well, that's not my argument
easy.
with Yachty, because Yachty's a millennial and he Gen Zer, and he was I'm talking about the fact that we as millennials got the information. The millennial generation just started kind of giving the information because all the big rappers were paving their way and ruling past their generation, whereas the Gen X generation, the torch got brought. Like the Jay-Z's, the 3Ks, they brought in Kendrick and J. Cole. We saw.
You think millennial stars have not had the rollout or the branding or the fame that they deserve, but Gen X stars have? That's what you're saying.
No, you didn't. Here's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying we didn't educate the Gen Zers like the Gen Xers educated and brought in us. Like
millennials.
Millennials didn't do that because we might have labels. You might have labels, but I think it's just starting after a decade or 8 years in the game. These bigger artists really establish their own labels and all that type of stuff. But still, a whole thing happened. I feel like because millennials reigned for so long, because I think we have a very huge longevity and got bigger than most other rappers. Like there's way more big rappers in millennial generation than any rapper's generation ever. So that credibility, we were able to.
That's about the industry. That's about the business. That's about the expansion of the business.
It's not about the business. It's the expansion of the culture. But I see what you're saying because business.
Okay. Well, yes, similar. Okay, wait. Who is your counter to Cube?
I hate this game.
Wait till you're playing against a Zoomer, and then you'll be like, I love this game.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. Damn, I don't have that much left, bruh.
No, you don't. That's why I'm winning.
Cube, or I'm missing people. I feel like I'm just not thinking of people. Cube. Oh, I should have put Mac Miller against Eminem because I would have lost anyways. So I should have thrown him out. I would have lost that anyways.
Cube battle. That's a cute battle. It's interesting. But, interesting thought.
But I said J. Cole already.
You sure did. He lost to Nas.
Said J. Cole. Cube.
Wow. Let me do this because we are coming to their last selection, and I just want to put something out to you. I'm going to flex on you a little bit because in the course of this game, I'm not going to mention Snoop. I am not going to mention Chuck D. I'm not going to mention LL
Chuck
Cool
D's
J.
a wash.
Not going to talk about Q-Tip or Paz
LL
News.
wash.
I'm leaving out Black Thought. I'm not talking about Mos Def, and I'm not talking about MF Doom. And I still have a winning ace to play for my last card. So you're struggling with Cube. I just threw out 6 legendary MCs, and I got one better than all them.
Because, yes. But the criteria to me is just some old school, old nigga criteria.
What happened was
Big K.R.I.T.
Big K.R.I.T. You want to say Big K.R.I.T. to Ice Cube?
Nah. I'm trying to think of somebody I'm not thinking about.
And let me hit you.
I want to say Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q.
Oh wow, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay, I'll give you a
live chat to help me with this because I'm not getting everybody.
You need help. You need help. I'll give you a wash on Schoolboy Q because I think that he's a brilliant MC and he's having an amazing year.
Yeah.
And it's LA and it takes the legacy.
I should get a W, but you giving me washes. I should get W's.
I don't know about that. My last one's Ghostface Killah. You might have heard of him. He was in a little group called Wu-Tang Clan. Little guest of ours, Anthony Fantano, said he was his #1 MC of all time. Incredible flow, incredible voice, incredible jewelry, incredible hip-hop persona. The man lives and breathes hip-hop. He is hip-hop.
Earl Sweatshirt. I'm just going to throw him out there. I fuck with Earl.
Earl Sweatshirt is an interesting counter. You cannot win that one. But Earl Sweatshirt is interesting as the heart and soul of one of the great millennial loose collectives similar in the Wu-Tang structure. So I see why you said that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
I
No, you don't win that. But
I think that's a wash.
No, it's not a wash. No, it's not a wash. No, Earl Sweatshirt is not a wash. You did the best you could, but it's not a wash. It's not a wash.
Yo, let's get out of here, man. I'm done. Hey, all millennials
that
are watching this.
Yes, you are done.
Get in the comments. Get in the comments. Show me all the people I forgot. Battle Torre because he's old and he just kept saying, "Oh, I win." I let him have it because he's old.
And I won. What's up?
We out.